Tripods acting up. Oh man. Alright, put my headphones on too. What up, guys? What up? 1 second. What's up, guys? 1 second. Let me load it up on my computer real quick, and we can get this show on the road. Somebody mentioned me. What does it say? One second. This guy's asking me something on Facebook. What does it say? It says. Let me clarify that. That extra card can't be used in any black deck. It could be used in any the dark early deck. That extra card. Any extra card that just came out. I guess he confused my answer. Alright, so what's up, guys? What we got over here? What we talking about today? We're talking about anything that you guys want to talk about. I just finished the annex. Let me see if I can actually show that to you guys. I don't know. Let's see if I can show this to you guys real quick. This is what I was working on today, right, guys? Does this turn around? Alright, cool. It does turn around. I just finished the annex for the webcam event. So this, I'm just waiting for people to look over it. Pretty much it's gonna follow the actual tournament rules, right? As it says, it's gonna follow actual tournament rules, but it's gonna make minor adjustments to the webcam. I'm gonna make this available for you guys. I'm just having the team and everyone look over it. But the biggest thing and the biggest problem I saw people doing was not using their zones in webcam events, right? So, and hold on, my team is messaging me. But for that reason, I have created this, and there's a layout. We're gonna 100%, yeah, I ain't gonna like cutthroat Eddie St. Hilaire. It's gonna be like this. And unfortunately, we're gonna really enforce this. Okay, we're gonna get warnings to game losses because 2 warnings is gonna be a game loss. And all this good stuff. We also have pictures of what your display wants to look like. No more I'm playing on the floor, or no more all this other stuff, right? If you want to have your cards on the table, you can. Make sure your hands are crossed so your opponent can see your hands, or your hands are just in the screen. So it's just little stuff like that. And the biggest thing for connections, webcam requirements, of course you're gonna have a 720p webcam or higher. Your disconnections, this is why I haven't published it yet, because I'm waiting for a time limit. I don't know if 30 seconds is correct. I don't know if 30 seconds is too long, but it's pretty much done, guys. We're just gonna I sent it into the team. We're gonna finalize it. They're reviewing it, and then I'll publish it hopefully by tomorrow. So yeah, that's what I was working on today. And the same thing with the invites. I believe I have all the invites in minus the webcam qualifier for Europe, which I have them. I just need to get the correct seating for them. So yeah. So let me know in the comment section, what do you guys want to talk about today? Because the invitational is here, guys. It's literally next week, next Saturday. My birthday is on Thursday. Interesting, because I forgot to tell my girlfriend, or my wife, I forgot to tell her that the invitation is coming up, and she's super upset at me because she's like, whoa, I wanted to do a birthday surprise for you. So yeah, I'm kind of like borderline now because I really want to go. But then one thing you cannot do when you guys are married is to upset the wife, because that is not going to go well for you guys. But so I'm in a conundrum right now. I'm in a really, really big conundrum right now. So we'll see how that goes, man. Yeah. But like I said, guys, the invitational is here. What if you guys want to discuss that? We already discussed decks. Like every week you guys see us discuss decks. I don't know if you want guys to go over that today, or if you guys want to go over some rogue picks. Like me, the deck I've really been looking into is this guy. I think this is like a really off the wall pick to win. Cause I look at it, and if you have someone who loves to combo, or like someone who loves to play aggro, but yet can defend themselves, I think this deck is really solid. I've been playtesting around with it. Like I said, I just started going through my cards and seeing how many pieces I have. They're all commons and stuff. Just looking through it. The biggest thing with that is the fact that I have the Migra, the Unison. The Migra Unison, this deck I think is absolutely busted. But that's gonna be a story for another day. So I really like Turtles. I'll play around with it. I'm not gonna play it for the thing, but I can see Turtles doing really well. For those players who are on a budget, I don't think anything in that deck is expensive, minus maybe Dormants and the Frieza Charismatic Villains. Other than that, everything should be commons, I believe, or if they're not commons, it's less than $5. So I'm not gonna really say it's a killer, because you can use other cards that will make that deck very efficient. Let's see what we got. We have, was that Dr. Euro leader? Nah, that was a Turtles leader, because Turtles is, I don't know, in my opinion, Turtles is solid. Like green is in a weird spot right now. It's in a really, really weird spot right now. But green has a lot of good like anti-meta cards, so yeah. Especially when red's running around rampant, because all red is doing is trying to go wide. And with Dormant, green will literally say, okay, cool, just get 2 attacks. I don't care who you're attacking with, but you only get 2 attacks, period. And that's something that's really solid. And no color can stop that besides what? Yellow with a counter. So it would be really, really, really interesting. Card game TV. Charles said sell Xeno for the win. Yeah, I remember I saw your deck profile. Oh, I didn't see that first. I remember when I just looked at it and it said sell. Like, no, that's not how you do it. And I actually watched it and they explained how you get sell out. I'm like, I don't think I do that route, but yeah, I see where you're coming from. So yeah, one card I will tell you will be the pretty much MVP for the Invitational weekend is is this guy. This guy hits every single deck in a current meta. Even Dark Broly. Dark Broly, it's not a board wipe, but what it does is take out the blocker. Which you're going for a game, you just take out the blocker, and that's what you want to do. Let me see if I can find him real quick. If you're going against Dark Broly, where is he? I had all my cards out here because before I was trying to hook you guys up with some spice. Before I was getting my cards ready, I was looking through my collection of commons, which I do not know where I just put everything. Oh, here it is. Because when this guy is not relevant, because the only time this guy won't be really relevant, I'm not gonna lie to you, besides Dark Broly, which you can still hit a target, is probably Sync Shenron, right? But with Sync Shenron and Dark Broly, you just say, clip, and you just swap them out. That's what I do, so That's going to be an easy counter picks. But for 100%, this doesn't miss out on any deck, to my recollection, that's meta relevant. Maybe Sync Shenron, you'll whiff if they get a 9 drop out. But this is really, really solid, guys. So if you don't have this in your main board, at least find a way to put it in your sideboard, because this card right here, guys, is solid. That's one of the tips I will give you for the upcoming invitationals. Like I said, you guys have to really, really, really. Well, I just found a topic when I'm speaking of it. Let's talk about today. I guess our topic will be sideboards, because that's a really huge topic for this game, right? Especially with the invitation being around the corner. That's the biggest thing, because I want people to come out and be very successful. But before I dive into it, let's check the comments out real quick. So far, healthy meta plus a lot of different decks. Yes, Gabe. Yes, that is facts, my friend. 100% healthy meta, but this still kills the meta. I ain't gonna lie to you. That card's really, really good, guys. Do you have any more information on best of one for Sunday evening in Miami? Actually, I was just messaging Machado, so let me go ahead and tell him right now about that best of one. I just have to confirm how many cases we can give out. 100% it'll be a gunslinger. 100% it'll be at least one case. Like, it'll be 100% at least one case of Battle Evolutions. You guys, Battle Evolutions is going to be a set you want to get your hands on. So if you do not have it and you're not going to pre-order a case, I recommend you do it. The reason why I would never recommend you order a case of something like this, like an expansion, is because expansions like this come with really amazing cards, right? But they don't really come with a secret rare. This one does come with a secret rare, and this one comes with a whole bunch of good reprints. So if you haven't pre-ordered your stuff, go ahead and pre-order it. Pretty PG is gonna have a crap load of cards. But on that note, I'm going to message Machado just to confirm how many cases we can give on Sunday. Because like I said, it got pushed back, but if you get top 8 or top 16, however you want to do it, we will mail you guys the your Battle Evolutions. How many cases of Battle Evolution are coming in? Because I want to host a day 2 event on Sunday at the Invitational. And just like that, now I just have to wait and get a response for that. But yeah, at least it'll be one case. I know for a fact I could do at least one case. I just have to double check before I do 2 cases for you guys. But yeah, let's get into it. So Andrew Bowen, just stay tuned. He'll answer me probably by tomorrow, and I'll have it up. I completely forgot to do that. I completely forgot to ask him about it earlier. But 100%, it'll be at least one case. 100%, it'll be at least top 16. I'll see if I can do top 16. 100% it'll be at least top 8 of that event. We'll get their invite to Worlds. I'll do my best to do top 16. I'll do my best. I just have to, like I said, grab other players from other countries to participate. So they don't say, hey, you just offloaded a bunch of US players in to beat us. So his man is even Blue Baby. Yes, Blue Baby is, there's 2 decks I don't really count as their colors. One of them, the top deck being Invoker and Blue Baby. I don't really count those as being like a blue deck or a red blue deck or whatever it is. Those guys are just decks that do what they want to do, right? They don't really, your opponent is going to be facing uphill battle trying to play the game, because those decks just have one mission and one mission only. It's not, okay, cool. So Machado just messaged me. He said I can do 2 cases. So Andrew B, who asked me, it'll be a 2-case event. So with a 2-case event, I can do top 16. Yeah, I'll do top 16 gets their invites to Worlds. With the 17th through 32nd will be alternates. So what that means is, let's say the 5th seed can't make it, so the 33rd seed would get first dibs on his spot, so on and so forth, going all the way down. Or the 17th spot will get dibs on the 5th seed spot, so on and so forth, until we hit the 32nd player. So he just confirmed I can do 2 cases, so that's lit. I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna play day 2 until he just said 2 cases. 1 case to me was like, whatever, I could just get it because they're our sponsor. But 2 cases, yeah, that's lit, guys. We are in there for day 2. Um, do you think we'll get a legit yellow SCR in the next Unison Warrior set? The thing is, a legit yellow SCR, I don't know, because what theme decks are yellow besides Lineage, right? But if you are pushing Lineage, you already have a Lineage Seeker. So I honestly don't know if they'll get a legit yellow SCR. I do feel your pain. I don't think there's a crazy yellow SCRs there. I'm trying to think, what yellow SCRs are there in the game? Are there any yellow SCRs? That's insane. That's a great find, actually. Let's go to deck builder. I honestly don't believe there's a yellow SCR. There has to be a yellow SCR. There has to be an SCR of every color out. But the yellow one must be complete. Oh, the Sync Shenron, obviously. But I'm not going to count that as the yellow SCR. What is the yellow SCR? Sync Shenron. Okay, so we got Sync Shenron, SS3 Gotenks. So yeah, Celzino is multicolor, but we'll give it to him too. That's right, SS3 Gotenks. So we do have yellow SCRs, but those guys are not really seeing much play at all. You could kind of see that Sync Shenron SCR, but yeah, they're not really seeing that much play. Yeah, I don't know if they'll do yellow SCR because this one's gonna be black in my opinion. It'll probably be something to do with the heroine cards with the Bulma and all the chicks like the Chi-Chis. I'd be surprised if it's just all the females put together. Honestly, like that would probably be it. Let's see. What's up, Kiki? LOL. I can see top 8 Invoker. What's both Broly and any blue variant in sync? I don't know if blue will sneak in, even including Blue Baby, because you'll have at least a couple players playing Red Broly. And the thing about Red Broly is, like I said, as long as you're not facing Mecha Frieza or Dark Broly, you're gonna have an easy time. You're gonna have a cool time just doing what you want to do. Because you can either take a slow dissection of your opponent and just hit him with crits and hand rips, or you can just say, you know what, it's not gonna matter. Like something like King Piccolo, you start with 6, you're gonna go to 5, but you don't untap. So if you don't untap, that means when I do pass my turn, you can't really play your card, because if you do play your card, you're gonna be tapped out. So you just swing, and just not care. So I don't know if blue can survive an onslaught like that, especially being that blue doesn't really auto win the Dark Broly man. It's really hard for them. Yes, they can win. There's a potential for them to win, but it's not like you just win. If blue beat like decks instant, like let's say Mecha or Dark Broly, but then they only chug and Red Broly, I can see it. But they don't really just beat them like that. So I honestly don't know. I think King Piccolo is probably the second most popular deck currently, right behind Launch. Those decks are just taking off in like popularity. I will tell you this, boys, like, ooh, just be very, very careful and very, very vigilant. Like, if you're going to the event, make sure you read all of the Launch cards and all of the King Piccolo cards. And more particularly Launch, because I still see Launch players doing a lot of stuff that's not legal. I just look at it and say, okay, like, it's not my match. I just watch it. It's not my thing to tell, but be very, very vigilant. What do you think Launch's toughest matchup? It's Dark Broly. Launch thrives off of decks that go wide. Launch hates decks that go tall. But like I said last time, if you guys have that Robert Ricci brain and you guys love going in with the tricolor, it can kind of combat it, but it still hates tall decks whatsoever. Like it hates it with passion. Let's see what else we got. All right, cool. So let's talk about sideboards, right? So perfect. I have my Viject stuff out there. Let's talk about sideboards. So when you build sideboards, this is the most common misconception about making sideboards, in my opinion. People attempt to make sideboards in order to capitalize on the decks they're playing, right? So like back in the day, it was doable. You could do that, but I feel like nowadays in today's meta, it's really hard to do that because you'll get punished if you try to do that because those people will properly sideboard against you. So how I feel the sideboard should be currently is that you see what your opponent is going to put in against you, and you have to play that chess game where it's okay, cool. They're going to attempt to put this in to lock me out of this. So now you're going to mitigate your risk of getting locked by putting something in that they're not expecting, right? That's going to be a huge difference. Like I told you guys with Dark Broly, if you understand the deck that you're playing against can easily stall you and get to 4 energy. And if you're not playing, I have the cards in front of me. I don't know where they went though. This is crazy. Oh, here it is. So if you're playing Dark Broly and you know that the deck can obviously stall you, like you're playing against Mecha Frieza, you're playing against Blue Baby, they can obviously stall you to turn 4, and you're not playing one of this or 2 of this to see it for Banish or Fu, you're gonna lose. Because if you're Dark Broly and then you're trying to play things like, let's say against Yellow, like Hard Haru, or you're trying to do those cute plays just to get free advantage, but you're not really worried about a card that will be game ending and detrimental to you, you're gonna lose that game. Like instead of thinking of putting things in like Harus, like hey, I'm gonna put cards in to just slaughter my opponent even more. Think about what you can do to mitigate what they just sideboard against you. So against Dark Broly, once again, you should be playing at least 1 to 2 copies of this. I personally play 1 because I see it one time. They're gonna put in 1 Banisher Food, and that's it. But I like my chances because I play 4 of everything. I like to just filter through my deck. Some people like 2, some people like 3. I personally think this card is overhyped. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like you guys know, I always give it to you how it is. I need to get my charger because my phone is saying that it's at 6%. So give me 1 second. Oh, I forgot. I have a charger right here. I don't even need to go get the portable one. But some people love that card. Some people hype it up too much. I don't think it's a bad card, but I don't think it's an overly broken card. It is insanely good, but I don't think it's one of those cards that's just game defining. Let me charge this bad boy real quick. Another example. Let me make sure it's charging. 1 second, guys.